right, so the Warriors lost the second game against the Dallas Mavericks. They split the series, and I'm not mad at the loss at all. If anything, I'm happy with how they played. They really fought to the end, putting up 132 points and being outscored 134. So really, they played really well, and I'm not mad about this because if you look at the scoring, Stephen Curry, this dude is making a case for MVP. 57 points for Stephen Curry. Now that's ridiculously high, and they still lost, which sucks. And it just goes to show that he's really not getting any help. But nonetheless, I still give him credit because a lot of other guys helped out. Because Wiggins had like 22 points, Oubre had 14, Bazemore had 20. Bazemore was playing really good out there, especially early on in the game, and they were down like the score was 18-2 at the beginning. So the fact that they only lost by 2 points is pretty good considering the fact they were down 18-2 to start the game. The Mavericks, Luka Doncic was insane. I think if Luka didn't have as good of a game, the Warriors would have won this. He had 42 points and 11 assists. So yeah, he was unstoppable with the 3-pointer. I feel like too, and looking at guys like Draymond Green, 2 points only, but he had 6 steals and 15 assists. Like just goes to show that points are the most important thing. So like I said, this is the second game against the Dallas Mavericks. They won the first one, which is really good. But this one they lost, so that's unfortunate. But it's all good because, I think despite losing this, they showed that they can play good despite losing. Curry had 57 points. That's insane. He had 62 earlier in the season. So I think it's amazing they can do this. The Warriors' 3-point shooting isn't great right now, but it definitely has improved. It's around 44%. So was the Mavericks, but I think it's all right. And their field goal percentage was 53%. And in terms of the categories, the Warriors, it was pretty equal, I guess. The Warriors had better defense today. They had 11 steals and 4 blocks, and the Mavericks had a lot less than that. So I think definitely defensively, the Warriors have gotten a lot better compared to the beginning of the year, and just recently their defense wasn't that good. But I feel like they just have to lay off the fouls because the Warriors, 24 fouls in the personal fouls, so that's a lot. And I think just one that's kind of can cost them the game sometime. And I think there were some bad calls in this game, don't get me wrong, towards the end especially. But I think, to win these games, they just got to get a roll going. They have to get things on track. Curry can put up 57 points, but it really doesn't matter how much he scores if the Warriors don't help him out. And by Warriors, I mean his teammates. Because if you look at, in terms of scoring, the scoring is pretty good, but he's just he can't do it all on his own in terms of playmaking. The Warriors, they might score a lot, but they're not going to be making plays left and right without any help. So I think that's something that they got to work on, just making better plays. And obviously they're lacking the height, right? They don't have a center right now. So technically they have Draymond Green at center, but I think we can all agree Draymond Green is not a center. So I think if they had an actual center, they probably would have won this game. But Draymond Green, despite being, not the perfect height or ideal height for a center, I think, his defense was really good. And it's usually a center that has good defense, so he plays that role pretty well. And like I said, 6 steals and 15 assists, so he's really, good on offense in terms of playmaking. And that's what they need to win, because him earlier in the season wasn't doing that, but it's fine. 134 to 132, the Warriors are 12-11 now, so still above 500. For their next game, they will play the San Antonio Spurs on Monday. And that should be a good one too, because these two teams played earlier in the year, and the Warriors won by a big margin. So that should be a win in theory, but we will see. Thank you guys for watching. Warriors move to 12-11. Thank you guys.